Hello! Hello! Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Studying a little bit. How guys doing? Today, goddamn. I run into some software problems, so I was supposed to be streaming like an hour ago. I need to do some cleaning on my PC, so sorry about that. How guys doing? Today is a bit cold here, but it's cool. It's cool. It's funny because a friend of mine from Germany, she was like dying in heat, and I'm like, dude, I'm dying cold. Not that cold, but it's cold enough. So, did you guys see, right? We got an option to actually see trailer all the time, and main interlude is coming tomorrow, actually. The main interlude that I was waiting for. I'm ready for it. I'm ready because oh boy, what I'm planning is disgusting. And it's a secret what I'm planning, but I'm planning. And goddamn, King Protep banners is coming. It'll be so sad because I only need to ignore it. This is actually annoying. Actually annoying that I'll need to ignore it, but well, that's how it is, I guess. So she's a. Shut up, smart lover. Shut up. Are you guys ready to use the punching bag? What? Anyway, so without further ado, because I already stalled enough. And by the way, last recommendation of the day. Or first, eggs. Farm eggs. Farm eggs. Don't stop farming eggs. Enjoy the eggs. It's hot. Shut up. But farm the eggs because this is a scarce material. It's an annoying material to farm. So recommend you guys farm it as much as you can. Okay. Now without further ado, let's go for the Lostbelt. I don't know how many chapters I have more. I have probably 4 more, right? Let's see. Shin-Iti, shut up! Speedrunner! The hell you're saying? And sadly, I'm streaming with Wi-Fi. So, not streaming, I'm mirroring with Wi-Fi. So, we might experience some lag. Sorry about that. There's still a mountainous city, Olympus, Great Orbital Shrine. Oh, is 420 a number version of oxygen? No, oxygen is 12? 12 is... What was it? Eight. I thought it was 12. It's 8. Totally forgot about it. Is it lagging, by the way? If it starts lagging, you guys point it out. Let me check here. Yeah, it's show crap. I guess it will start lagging. God damn it. Wait, let me double check if it's lagging. I guess it's lagging a little bit. Not sacrifice nor prayer. Or the sick is king of gods. Okay, it might be lagging a little bit. The app of choice that is lagging now is actually the avatar one. I guess I need to reinstall it. But for now, let me just do a little fix here because it's actually lagging. Better like the avatar than the game, I guess. That should be a bit better. You know what? Let's close this stuff. Let's close this stuff as well. Let's close this. There you go. Should be improving. There you go. There you go. Okay. Okay. We're back. We're back. There you go. There you go. There you go. Let's continue. All we seek is the King of God's judgment. He has ruled the heavens since the dawn of time, emerging triumphant in no less than the four Machia. By day he rules over clear blue skies, by night he conquers what lies beyond them. He is wilder than the great thunder, capable of shattering stars, galaxies, and even very universe. None less than the authorities of Uranus, and Cronus, bow to his will. Oh yeah, he is the great demiurge, the one who wields the Cronus crown of all eternity. Almighty Zeus, please grace us with your presence. Tell us what should be done with this scarlet treacherous queen. Oh well, let's see. Let's see what he plans to do. Europa. Trying to understand why a priestess and queen stand here waiting sentence like a common criminal. Of course she knows. But it's not your fault still. Hey Squid, don't come with this. Hey, don't. How you doing? Lord Zeus. Zeus Sabah. Oh, I simply must ask. What in the world were you thinking, oh queen? What are you thinking? The most condescending thing you can say, right? What are you thinking? Indeed, you are heavenly Zeus, queen and priestess. You are the regular recipient of his love. Daddy, don't say daddy. And yet, this is how you repay him? With treason and treachery? Ooh. It was your guidance that enabled the pitiful dregs of the fourth Machia to vanquish both Demeter and Aphrodite. And how tragic and how shameful. They are calling this a Machia? I didn't know. I didn't realize. They are calling the battle versus Chaldea Machia, right? Nice. Even worse, it was all for nothing. No matter how hard you struggle, your proper human history, home will never return. Doing good, doing good. Chores for almost 2 days. Really? I mean, otsukaresama deshita. For people who actually work, otsukaresama deshita. Especially on the weekend. Jesus. Good work, my boy. I forgot. Oh no. Shush. There is no longer Europa to call your mother. What a waste. What utter foolishness. I suppose this is simply what comes of letting humans act on their feelings. Enough. You know, we have no reason to involve ourselves with Olympus affair, Limbo. Our only job is to await the foreign god advent. Your interference has far overstepped its bounds. Oh, believe me, I was very uncertain as to whatever I should get involved. But when I saw such a deplorable spectator unfold before my very eyes, why, I simply couldn't help but take these matters into my own hands. Indeed, if offering up my own head would make things right, it would be a small price to pay. Yeah, right. Gods from foreign lands, the time of judgment is at hand. There will be a silence in my great shrine. Oh? Basically, silence! Well, chores are chores. I don't know if it classifies that as work. It kind of is. Maintenance of your household is kind of work, in my opinion. Yes, of course, my most humble apologies. In that case, yes, by all means. We just have so far, guys. The thing is, he doesn't stop talking. Jesus. Zeus, I would strike a light in his face. There will be silence in my shrine. Oh no, of course, I'm sorry, apologize, because we are just saying because. Shut up! Silence is silence. Await your most just and righteous decisions, Almighty Zeus. Shut up, please. See, he doesn't stop. I'm gonna have Europa. If they're dragging her onto Zeus' altar, it's gonna be cause they're about to cut her head off, right? Yeah. Very possibly. Again, Europa still hasn't told them our names, even though we'd make perfect scapegoats. Why not if she just tells that us scripters made her do it? I'm sure they'll at least spare her life. Nah. It's Europa, mother of everyone, grandma of the world. She won't do that. She will never do that. You really should learn to think before you speak one of these days. Yes. I know Zeus agreed not to listen in on our conversations as part of his contract with Christiania, but we don't know for sure if he's keeping his word. You're right, I'm sorry. Let's say the fact that his thunderbolts haven't already burned us to a crisp is a good sign that he is. As for Europa, it's really not hard if you think about it. There's a very simple reason she's not saying anything. It's because she doesn't want you to die here. Yes, exactly. She protects the children, or me for that matter. Besides, I'm pretty sure she hasn't given up yet. Oh, really? Even now she's choosing to remain materializing instead of ending her own life. She's really strong, isn't she? Europa gained a lot of points with me, not gonna lie. Question is, you don't get to be the mother of Europa being weak. I'm quite surprised how much of a good woman she actually is. Wait, I think I need to fix one more thing here. There you go. Kadoku! Oh, it's Pepe. Yes, it's Pepe. I'm gonna go see Wu Diamond. I don't know if it make any difference, but I'm gonna try coming clean. Go for it. In the meantime, I've got something on my own I want to try. Oh boy. Then Kadok found the call. No. You're not gonna kill yourself, are you? Hey. Of course not. There's no way I'm dying in a world without David. Hey! Spoiler. No, just going to make sure a certain cartoonish evil monk gets a bit of comeuppance? What was that word? Comeuppance? Come on. What? Comeuppance? I have no idea what this means. I do not think you have gone mad. I'm certainly organized over the choice I made. However, you should have said something to me before setting down your chosen path. If you had done that, you could have avoided needless bloodshed, and gods who are now dead should still be alive. Ooh, what a tragedy! I loved you. In you, I saw a chance of our Lostbelt and your human history to reach an understanding. But it seems your blood ties to your human world were stronger than I realized. He's pissed. What is done is done, and as I well know, but I must ask you all the same. Why? This Lostbelt, this world over which I ruled, is the path this world must take for Earth to be restored, for mythology to be restored. This is the path humans are meant to follow, and yet, yeah, this is what you want. Servants. Just deserts, essentially. Oh, okay. Got Europa trying for NP2 Canis. Task failed successfully. Yeah. I mean, if I got Cadence in Europa, I would be happy. But I'm saving my quartz because Castorians are around the corner, so I just can't, you know? Oh, King and Gentle Zeus. Gentle Zeus, okay. As what you feel for humans like myself, my dear Zeus, is not love. You are a great protector of humans. You do a wonderful job guiding us. I can even see genuine compassion in your eyes when you look upon us. It is, however, not the manner in which one looks upon equals. It is the manner in which one looks upon pets. Good. Surely, in your great omnipotence, you must already know that. Indeed, I do. The love we give to humanity has been the love one has for pets, even since we awoke as gods. I was expecting something like more appreciation towards ants. Yeah, I guess. Perhaps things would have been different back then. Back when we were but unthinking ships with only enough intelligence to cross the sea of stars. No, my dear Zeus, I'm afraid you are mistaken. Oh. Humanity would never have loved a ship without a heart at all. Almighty Zeus, King of God, I'm overjoyed that you decided to take a form that resembles ours. Yeah, I don't remember someone that looks like that, but okay. I have no doubt that the love you feel for me is genuine. However, I cannot overlook the sin you committed by aiding in the deaths of two gods. Even my twin children in this courier are now gone from my interstellar mountainous city thanks indirectly to you. So as it is with a heavy heart that I must pass judgment upon you. Oh crap. Let's follow big talk coming from a team that lost to proper human history. Yes. That's the right word. Proper human history. Attention, my beloved citizens of Olympus, I, the all-powerful Zeus, bring you news from atop great orbital shrine Olympian Dodona. Decision has been made. Oh, Queen Europa, my beloved emissary from the proper human history. She betrayed us, has regrettably committed a grave sin. They what? Those moments I realize I have no idea how to speak English. They cite. Ah, they cite. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Like patricide, they side. I see. Weep and wail, my beloved citizens. Your lamentations are my tears. Your wails are my anguish. She betrayed the law. At noon today, upon Olympia Dodona great altar, there will be a public execution of Queen Europa. My beloved citizens, you will all be shown video of the execution. Watch it closely. Let tears spill down your cheeks. Once the execution is over, you'll be permitted to mourn the loss of our queen for the next 100 years. Deicide, I see. Deicide, thank you. Deicide. It's deity. Deity, then. Oh, it's deity. I never know how to pronounce this properly then. Deity. Oh, okay. Deity. Deicide. Deity. Okay, we have a berserker, a caster, a lancer. Are those soldiers? I don't really get what those are. Yeah, but I think I'll choose. Oh, actually, I messed up this team. Okay, whatever. Uh. Let me just see. I messed up the farming team. I guess the farming team is just switching Lancelot here. Anyway, let me go back to make the team a Musashi farming team, because that's what I want right now. Yeah, let's go with that. Hmm. Hmm. Did we actually lag? I'm quite shocked. Was that a lag? No lag. Oh, probably only lag here. Okay, if it's lag only here, that's good. That's good. That's good. Anyway, let's go. You hear that, senpai? You're going to public execute? Yes. You gotta do something. Yeah, but do what? Easy there. I can have you running off yet again when we're only just reestablish our connection. Just make sure you are safe and sound back in the Alliance base. Yes, good. Now hold on just a moment. I just finished going over your latest report and I need a moment to think. Put aside the fact that your recent run in the Stamovich Konyaskaya is condensed into a single line that simply says encountered and fought Tamamovich Konyaskaya. As took a liberty to abridge our battle report, as he continues to be a rather sore subject for Gordov. In the meantime, I would appreciate if you keep the truth about her identity just between us. At least until our mission here is concluded. Our detective being sus. I wasn't paying attention. Hey, but it doesn't look like internet lag. I mean, decapitation isn't the worst way they could execute her. They could always go Bronze Bull route. Bronze Bull? Yeah, Squid. I don't know what you were saying. I'm afraid to search about it. I say, why are you all hushed up over there? We can hardly afford to be confused with right now. I also see the Grand Sum article either is now in your possession. Good. It's most unfortunate that this collaborator, Queen Europa, was captured. It's also the great shame you lost a capable ally in Prometheus Hephaestus and that the enemy now knows about your underground hideout. However, in spite of all that, we are by no means at a disadvantage. Thankfully, Queen Europa execution does not change our situation, which is the most important thing. Really, now the Ether is safely in our possession. It seems to me her role in the operation is over. Am I wrong? Hey, that's cold. That's cold. True, I doubt the collaborator will have a major part to play on here on. While this will, of course, be easier said than done, for the front of his Operation God Destroyer, we need only to activate Aether in front of Zeus. As such, painful though it It may be. There is nothing for us to gain by rescuing Queen Europa from her public execution. If anything, the prudent thing would be to stay far away, as it is very likely a trap designed to lure us in and wipe us all out at once. Actually, I don't really believe it's a trap. I mean, I'm pretty sure Zeus doesn't even care about us. We are pets. Here, even I can see that an obvious trap this is. And besides, the fact that is, at this point, whatever happens to her has no effect on us. That's real cold. It has no effect at all. You do understand what I'm getting at, don't you? Listen, this is difficult to say, but let her die. You are fighting a war, and in times of war, one must sometimes make unpleasant decisions, even be colors. So, as one who has walked the path of cruelty and colonialism myself, let me offer you this advice. Now is not the time to deliberate. Whatever you decide, I urge you to make your choice quickly. Yeah. So I think we should make up our minds soon. Yes. Be it save her or abandon her, decide fast. We don't have time to stall anymore. That's true. But our ultimate objective is to cut down the tree of emptiness. And to do that, we'll also need to slay Zeus. Of course, we know that will happen if we're successful. Cutting down the tree of emptiness will end this Lostbelt, causing all the Olympus to disappear. And another enemy will probably both end up dying. You'll never be able to observe from inside exactly what happens to the Lostbelt when it disappears from the Earth. So I can't say for sure what will happen. Yes, we expect everything will disappear. The chance of any life form inside of Lostbelt surviving is 0. Medically small. Yes, we understand. The gods once told us that the destruction of the Tree of Emptiness would mean the death of all of Olympus. We knew that, and we still choose to remain in the God Destroyer Alliance. This sounds like a save game flag. How are you supposed to cut that tree down? That shit is growing. Well, it's glowing. Just because it's glowing doesn't mean it's indestructible, die. By the way, die. Die. Oh boy. If I were you, I would ask Mochi what happened on her chat. We knew that, and we still choose to remain in the Destroyer Alliance, okay? Even if we are all going to die anyway, once we succeed, Queen Europa doesn't deserve to be executed. Oh, come on. She should at least have a more dignified death. No, that's not it. That's not really how I feel. That's all a pretext, an excuse. Everyone in Olympus gave up on being a father or a mother or any other kind of parental figure long ago. There are just things to be protected. Mindless reads. I never think about anything besides prostrating themselves before the gods. But something about Lady Europa. She still feels like a mother, yes. Remind me of my mother. She's more mother than any mother in this Lostbelt, for sure. As you saw, she doesn't see humans like you and Miss are better things to be protected. But rather as children who she wants to learn and grow. As a true parent would. Yes, that's right. I know you only spent a tiny bit of time with her last night, but when I saw her grieving the 10,000 years we spent in stagnation and how she and Adele laughed together. For a moment it felt like I was looking at our own mother again. Yeah, as far as Olympus is concerned, no, that's not it. As far as we're concerned, Europa is the last mother to ever look out for us. She's the last mother of humanity. Oh, die. Like I said, you should ask her. But I'll add you an advanced comment. It's not my fault. Okay? It's not my fault. Just saying, it is not my fault. I didn't do anything. Like always, I didn't do anything. She's the last person who ever wished for a future where we could learn and grow. That's why I want to witness the tree of evidence destruction. 8th face our final moment for it together. Your final moments, huh? Yes, that's how we feel. I feel the same way, Macardos. There is dignity in death. No, there's no dignity in death. Death is death. As an anti-hero who stole the dignity from far too many people, I too would ask you to grant their wish. Ah, crap. Grandpa. What do you... It's not my fault, so shut up, Squid. It's never my fault. If there's some stupid shit, I'm leaving. I didn't do anything. I'm telling you, I didn't do anything. It's all Mochi's fault, not mine. So that the end of all things past may at least be a peaceful one. Indeed, that is also the wish held by the many lives I stole, lives that were lost thousands of years ago, and whose wish even now resonates firmly within my soul. Ay. I don't get it. I just don't get it. What? I could never make a choice that I knew would result in my death. Hell, I don't even want to think about making one, or to remember that such choices even exist. That being said, I would never reject another choice made under such circumstances. Neither would I mock or deride it. I just find it very sad. And I do understand if there was only one thing one could ask for in their final moments, it would be to share those moments with someone precious to them. Well, not me, of course. Certainly not me. As I mentioned, my mind easily transcends such mundane human concerns. Of course. That's what we would like to think, right? At any rate, very well. Adele and Macaris, I understand how you feel. So I think under those circumstances, right, exactly. Besides, you two have done nothing but help us ever since we arrived. And while I'd like to reward you, at the moment I can't even present you with a single freshly baked croissant. So everyone, this is undoubtedly risky. If this is the best reward the God Destroyer Alliance could ask for, then we at Caldera are more than willing to help. Oh boy. Hang on, you already agreed? Why couldn't you have let me finish my little speech first? Well, at least you agreed, everyone. Recently we watched the history of Caligula. Dude was okay besides all the other things he's known for. To be completely honest, I don't know much about Caligula. I heard a lot when I was a kid, but now I mostly forgot everything about Caligula. You know, we're being very selfish, but well, selfish. Hey, really think it. Besides, you know plenty well by now how far you're willing to go for what you believe in. I barely remember what my own mother looked like, but if I could, I'm sure I have wanted to protect her too. So yeah, no way we're gonna ignore your request and go our separate ways after everything you've done for us. It seems like you reached an agreement. Then our next stop is Great Orbital Shrine Olympia Dodona. Final operation God Destroyer will be taking the fight to the enemy. You guys better not mess up this last part. No, you want to encourage them, not discourage them. Good luck, everyone. Right, it's time for the final golden attack. Let's go teach that asshole Zeus a thing or two. It's so weird having the AI in the discussion with 4 different personalities. I guess there's even more personalities there. But still. But first, Cadence. What? Oh, we're finally wrap up the Seppi crap. About damn time. Also, you know, your samurai intuition or whatever can be kind of creepy. You're in your spirit form? Yeah. Pick up your damn shield. You sense that? There's official guard headed into every damn room in the underground. Ah, okay, this is the fight then. I knew those Discord bastards must be tipped them off about us. Check it out, they're crawling up our collective as even as we speak. Let's fight. Kenny is right. I'm picking up dozens of clearly hostile magical energy signals near the Alliance base. Target spotted. There you are, vile Chaldeans. I see the God Destroyer Alliance is here. Listen up, your scum. Wow, they are angry, roasting us. Listen up, your scum. Do what we say, and we will grant you a mercy of painless death. Shut up. But if you should show the slightest hint of resistance, we will bring the full force of the Olympus official guard down upon your heads. What is your answer? My answer is shut up. Get ready to fight. Understood. What? I just kill him. What? What die is threatening? Yes, I just watch the entire stream then. No, just ask Mochi. It's faster. Don't need to watch the whole stream. Oh mommy, I just kill. God damn. Die so bloodthirsty. Okay, the thing that I thought it was just funny that on her stream it started out of nowhere. Some talk with NTR with Anastasia. It was not even me that started it. That's what I thought. It was amazing. Activate your next emergency combat mode. Engaging auto maintenance functionality. Output is at 60, 70. Stabilization at just over 70%. The Aegis protection is still in effect. The Aegis protection is still in effect. Commencing battle. Okay, I'm going to kill her. But to be fair, Dai, I don't remember. I don't think it was her fault. I guess it was the chat. I don't know exactly why it happened. I just when I noticed, I was like, wait, why the chat is all about NTR and Anastasia? What the hell has happened? And honestly, I had nothing to do with that. That's why I thought it was just amazing. I could just be impressed on how things were going. You know? Like, why? What did just happen? Yeah, and Sonic understands there. I mean, you can just check the chat and see I have nothing to do with that. Of course, it's xenophobic. Have you seen xenomorphs? That's how it is. I guess that's how it is, right? Being xenophobic is being afraid of xenomorph chan. That's it. I'm listening to Burgundian Lullaby. What's that? Well, as we all know, and Chad is really popular. Shut up, spoiler alert. Okay, if you're just saying it's popular, okay, I get it. Doesn't mean we should like it. Miko! Thanks, Shino. I'm gonna do some NTR. Brindle, don't think I didn't see your goddamn comment. Delete your illustration now. I will not wear no dress. God damn it. Hey, why are you looking at that? Stop with those judging eyes. Shut up. Stop. Judgmental eyes ain't gonna get you anywhere. Yeah, I have no idea of what you were getting into. No, I haven't. I don't know what you're talking about. Why do people hate NTR so much? What do you mean why? The right question is why people like it. Hating it is the norm. Hating is what you should be doing. Why people hate it? What the hell is this? Was finding your way into the promised land. She discards. No! Deny. No. Stop spreading this. Friendly reminder, cannot fall because. Is this a good answer? Why do you hate NTR? Because it destroyed Camelot. God. Right. NTR is more popular with females than males. I hate this knowledge, Squid. I hate this, but that's true. NTR is patrician fetish. You won't get it. Yeah. I guess it makes sense. Oh, I have temporarily disappeared. We've subdued the guards. God, these guards are nothing now. I must have got it even stronger than I was before. It's because of Europa's food. Well, no, they're just as tough as ever, Candace. We just happen to have a momentum on our side of the moment. But that won't be the case if we have to face 2 more waves in here. So we better get good while the getting good. She actually said that? So we better get while the getting good. She actually said that. So we'd better get while the getting's good. She actually said that. Oh my god, okay. And I just feel like saying it. Okay, now the chat is only NTR, but I know it's my fault because I brought it to the table. But god damn it, guys, stop it. Enough. Stop the cursed tag here, Jesus. And as the hell you talk so weirdly sometimes. Cut it out. It gets on my nerves. Oh, now what I got? I guess cowgirls. We ain't nothing if not charming. As I'll get out. Yeah, Candice, thank you. Musashi's a cowgirl now, huh? Do I need to enforce order? Maybe. I wonder, should we start distributing bunks? Because people are NTRing too much. This is just too bad. I'm not even reading the comments because it's only disgusting comments I'm seeing. What are you guys doing? Stop. We're just about to have our mom beheaded here. You guys talking about NTR. Jesus. We have to abandon this base. Come on. We can get to the surface from Southwest Corridor. Hurry. Digo tells us. Heroic spirits. We gotta go, AIs. Oh, this doesn't look good. I'm afraid our secrets were damaged during the battle. Oh. I'd say it, but it says that this is as far as we go. Please don't worry about us, my lady. We already said our goodbyes. At least our heroic spirit selves have. Remember, we're just AIs using these personas. Indeed, and they certainly couldn't program emotions into us on top of everything else. So while we may not feel sad at parting, it was still an honor to have thought by your sides, even if we are heartless AIs. Well, Spar Lover, if any chair and your married woman goes together, that's their issue. I don't know what to say. No, the honor was ours. For all, Master of Chaldea. So this is the end of the AIs, huh? When it is hard? What? Come on, I'm I'm having a hard time breathing because of my nose, not because... Sacred! Jesus! Stop! We should be able to see the great orbital shrine up in the sky once we reach the surface. Our first step will be to skip to the surface, while our second will be to use the aircraft to take flight. For now, we'll make our way directly to the shrine. Will that work, Macarius? Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Hey, mustache! Are you talking to me? What is it? Do you have an issue with my decision? No, I'm sure you didn't make that call lightly. Now, if you just agreed to go along on the spur of the moment because the twins' speech moved you or some crap, then I'd be smashing your fat face in. But nah, you were actually weirdly persuasive back here. Hey, guard of music. Oh, calling him by name. What is it? Once we leave the base, we're gonna be fighting off enemy left and right. So since we might not get another chance to talk, I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I will kill Zeus. On that you have my... Oh! When I do, we'll officially be even. You good with that? Absolutely. That sounds more than acceptable. Good luck, Case. Oh? Also, once you all take to the skies, we'll be right behind you in the storm border. Oh, so the storm border will be joining the fray as well. Now it's truly starting to feel like the final showdown is upon us. Yes. We'll be the dead horse into where you're digging into the ground now, essentially. Oh no, what's going on with the chat sheet? I blame you for all this stuff I'm reading. And Squid, I guess it is my fault. My fault. But I just want to point out something to die. But I guess doing it at DMs would be better than this. Now the chat is just cursed with NTR. I don't even want to read these comments. Jesus, what's all NTR? We can do that much, right? Technical advisor. Yeah, we can. I personally guarantee it. At long last, it's time for us to take the skies of Olympus. I did nothing today, by the way. Yeah. I wonder about that. Because it's about back up on his feet now too. From here on, the storm border will be here to back you guys up. First, we need to get it rebooted. But once we do that, we'll be ready to unveil its special flight capabilities. Which means that next time we see each other, it'll be the big blue yonder. I'm not even sure it's a yonder. Do I have the translator open here? Yonder. Okay. Quite simple. Beyond. So make sure you live long enough to take flight, and we'll do our best to survive long enough to reach the Great Outer Shrine airspace. Okay, I warned you guys. I found where the conversation took place in her stream, so we'll see if you're innocent. What? Now you're actually excluding? People talking about dodging. Jesus, stop. It looked like Order 66 wasn't a joke. Oh, okay. Thank you, Dai. Protect the chat because the chat is too cursed right now. I'm sorry to interrupt Kadak, but we've got wyverns. Are you kidding me? I just defeated a servant. I'm running on fumes here. Well, see, fortunately, I still have a little magical energy to spare myself. What? What's going on? Oh, is that so? Must be nice for you to be a hotshot elite with magical circuits out your ass. Yeah, what the hell? With all those wyverns. I can't believe they're actually blotting out the sky. Not even the troppiest of the trophy blockbuster would resort to playing off cliche like this. What are Gym Masters alone supposed to do? I guess numbers like that. You said it. I would expect the French of all people to go with something more avant-garde. What the hell kind of snark is that? Just because I'm using movie comparison doesn't mean you should too. He's trying to bond. Come on, now you're sulking? I don't know who feels like sulking. Come on, let's just get out of here. There's no way you can win. What is this? It's almost like they are playing the first part of FGO. First we're gonna find a ley line. Then we're gonna summon a servant and start fighting back. Got that, Woodheim? I'm sure I sound not giving up without a fight. We can afford to lose, not with all the humanity counting on us. I'm already took my tendency to whine and my inferiority complex and toss it in the same yesterday. So I'm ready to do this thing, one way or another. That's exactly Canuck. What? You're a much stronger and more obstinate mage than you give yourself credit for. What is this? Is this a dream? We're just our luck, and this one would be Rome, where seasoned emperors are alive and well. I wonder if the 5 good emperors are here too. I always secretly admire Emperor Hadrian. No more need to keep this sort of fanboyish to a minimum, Woodheim. As if what you babbling about in France wasn't bad enough. Hold on, Feli. If we use Arc the Triumph as catalyst, do you think we could summon Napoleon? I couldn't believe it. Besides, that singularity was in 1431. And Arc of Triumph, the L'Etoile, wasn't built until 1836. So it wouldn't even have been there in the first place. I'm not so sure. If history becomes modal in singularity, why not space-time too? Please start to take this seriously. Whatever happens to your usual cool head yourself. Alright, listen up. I'll handle direct combat. You'll handle things like negotiating with the locals, asserting the situation, and coming up with plans. Any objections? You're much more capable in battle than I am, so I have to let you take care. Is this like a dream for a Woodheim? Is like Woodheim is daydreaming how it would be if they try to save humanity from the incineration. I swear, I didn't even know you were capable of being so accommodating. Do I really have to remind you that we're the last 2 masters who have been entrusted with restorating humanity? Last who? Last 2 masters. Okay, he is like seeing every scenario. What would be with Ophelia? What would be with Canuck? So let's go do what we came here to do, Woodheim. It's our duty. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Woodheim dreamy. Come on, Hirako. You should know better than to go out on the deck without taking proper precautions. After all, you know what you are, right? Don't you drown the moment you fall into the sea? I think to you know what you're talking about. That can handle running water are a Western thing. Whatever the case, it has no bearing on me. I do know what I am, and it isn't what you seem to think. I'm just an ordinary mage. I'm master like any other, you know. That's how I've been presenting myself all this time. If you knew my secret all along, why are you only now bringing it up? I wish I could take credit for figuring it out sooner, but I can't. I honestly had no idea. I knew you were hiding something, of course, but I didn't realize you were you know what until this singularity. It took me like a shock. I never would have guessed you were hiding something like this. Well, I don't know if serious is the right word, but it's certainly fascinating. Fascinating my foot is a matter of life and death to me, you know? Also, when did you get to be so insensitive? I could have sworn you were a lot more tactful back at Chaldea. I'm sorry, you're right. I shouldn't have been so careless with someone else's secrets. Talk about the secrets. I suppose this singularity just feels so open and liberating compared to the others we've seen so far that I ended up being a bit more free-willing than usual. So we've both been putting on an act then. Now it's my turn to be shocked. Vote for Stag, hero creator, see where chat can say and think what they believe, not what others want them to. What? Yeah, that's not how chat works, MSJ. Just saying. I had no idea you were just a good listener. You remind me of someone I once knew a long time ago. We've always acted and spoke like a perfect novel, yet he was surprisingly easygoing and soft on the inside. He was too kind to his own good too. So much that he ended up poisoning himself just to keep the peace around him. If that's what you really like to, are you sure we'll be okay going forward? You do know we're the only ones left who can restore humanity, right? Yeah. Well, now that it matters much to me either. I couldn't care less if human history keeps going or not. So if I ever get bored of all this in mail, you'll have to figure out the rest of all on your own. This is democracy. This is chat. Yeah. Oh, so he won't daydream with Pepperoncino? Oh, I guess he will. It's hard to believe that there is a singularity in London as well. Even the Mage Association is nowhere to be found. At least it looks like the clock tower underground is the same. It's still the same. What do you make of this mist burial? It's definitely not cursed. This toxic fog is based in science. I bet there's a giant boiler or something bewitching it out somewhere. I mean, we're dealing with the Industrial Revolution now, yeah? Man, our old lady hated the age with a passion. Said it made her little house in the woods even more unbearable to live in. What about you? Is this mist affecting your magical circuits? Thanks, Kirsch. I didn't know you cared, but don't worry, I'm totally fine. The old lady, the only one who hated consumer culture, me, I'm A-okay right now. The thing is, why his ears are pointy here? Shouldn't his ears here be okay? That's what it is. Spoiler alert, shut up. Trust me, when it comes to setting scores, I'll take a trusty pistol over finicky witchcraft any day of the week. Okay, by the way, guys, what service do you want to see getting a summer costume? There you go. A better thing to discuss. What service do you want to see summer costume? Because really soon will be announced. So who knows? True, I have to agree with you there, but only as long as your opponent is vulnerable to firearms. Yeah, that's a good point. It's pretty much all ghosts and automatas here. Whatever, I guess I can act like a mage or do some actual magecraft for once. Alright, Kirsch, since most bad guys tend to make their hideouts underground, let's go find the nearest subway station so we can crush them and move on. I gotta say though, between the two of us, I'm not too worried. Sure, it was kind of a shock when I found out the rest of the team has been killed, but as long as you're around, I figure we'll be fine. But watch yourself, you hear? I'm not just weak, I'm notorious fickle too. So just keep one hand on the veins while you're out there trying to thread this needle, okay? At least he's honest. Has honestly say he might just betray. I can believe we need to cross the entire American continent on foot. Aaron has got to make this the most difficult singularity so far. It's going from Canada, US, to Mexico, to all the way to... I don't even know what's the softest country it is. Is it Chile? I guess it might be Chile. Chile, Bolivia, I guess it's more Chile. The little bit that Chile gets. So really? The whole American country? Or are you telling me American countries only in North America? I don't know. I guess I learned geography wrong. The whole American country. American continent. Okay. What I wouldn't give for a jet plane right now. Right about now. Hell, I'd even take a helicopter. No, that's enough money out of you, mister. It's only been 300 kilometers so far, right? It'll be at a city where we can get a hold of a car soon enough. Oh, I wonder if they have a pickup truck. Are there cars here? I'm only seeing carriages. If I was in a room with Osama... Oh. Damn. Okay. Let me continue. You must have some very strong legs. Hey, where are your eyes pointing, Woodime? What are you looking at, Woodime? That's alrighty. The American continent is only the US. Squid. Let's be real here. Is it really only NASA thinking that? I'll just leave this on the air. What was your movement technique called again? Jintsotsu? One of the 6 Shugendo Rokujinsu? I've been using Magecraft to enhance my own legs, but that only goes so far. I'm certainly not going to be running a marathon anytime soon. Come on, Kirstana, didn't I tell you to call me by my real name? It's Myorenji Aro. Myorenji. I forgot about his name, Myorenji. I forgot he's at least I can do to show you a bit of respect after everything you've been through. What? Okay, now the tag is straps. Oh my god. That's a view of America is like how aliens view the Earth in movies. True. I mean, to be fair, it's just how aliens see Japan in Super Sentais, or how aliens see Japan in anime, whatever. Always the target. Is that one of your powers too? Right, you are. Tashitsu, the power to read others' minds. So in my case, I can only tell the color of others' auras. Or still, if the color scheme is complex as yours, there's enough to give me a pretty good idea. I'm sorry, gods can be so cruel, and you've done absolutely nothing but help us. Anyway, tell me, when do you think I'll croak? Which singularity? If I know that I had enough time, I won't have to hold anything back, and that might help me be at least a little help to you. Oh. I can't say, but I do know that no one has ever made it past the halfway point, and we're in the 3rd singularity right now, which means we'll be at that point ourselves soon. But in your case, I think I could stick around helping you out to the end. Oh, it would certainly be lovely if you were right. But unfortunately, there's one more power I have. Rojitsu. It tells me how long I'm going to live. and what my destiny will be. Oh crap. And he's telling me there's no way I'm going to make it to the end. Oh. Logic types. I see. So that's why you were always so fatalistic. You were unfailingly considerate of everyone else back in the continent, but when it came to yourself, you only went through the motions. I always found it strange how someone so kind to others could be so cold to himself. Mochi still wasn't that bad. Also, Shakti differentiated kind of as good as assassin, unlike you who tried to use that. I guess be your dingus. I don't know about that. I don't know what you're talking about. Please don't look at me like that. And I was not talking necessarily about Mochi. I said Mochi's chat. Okay? Mochi's chat. Oh, please don't look at me like that, huh? Okay? I don't know how many times you've done this before, but you did say that everyone else died partways through, right? So you must have managed to finish the job all on your own. And I'm sure that just what you're just will do this time too. Even if you have to fight back your tears over my death. That's why I want you to know my real name. For me, this whole journey has been like a dream. When I come back to life, it will be like it never happened. But if you use my real name, that will be all my true self needs to know I can trust you. Oh? And that you really are the right person to lead us. Yes, I suppose it would. You always have me the most observant member of TA. And then oh! So we would have something like this with David. What the hell? Something wrong with him? Your mind seems to be closed off. Aren't you the one who asked to see me? You're right, my apologies, Zeus. I wasn't expecting something with David as well. I was just reminiscing a bit, and I must have been more lost in thought than I realized. I hope you can forgive my rudeness, however unintentional it was. I'm only human after all. It's difficult for me to concentrate with your divine hour this close by. That's so fine. I'm here because I'm concerned about you, you know? I wanted to talk to you about Queen Europa execution. I don't think you should go through with this. Oh! Not only for her sake, but for yours as well. The revelation has been proclaimed. My decision will not be overturned. I understand this is final choice for me, but it is what it must be done to maintain order in Olympus. It is what must be done for your world name us as good. As goods, as gods. I seek not to protect myself, but Olympus. Right. Alright. The miracle that is this world, we only managed to find after years spent wandering. You know, now that you mention it, you never did tell me the story of why you all crossed the Sea of Stars. I suppose I haven't, have I? It was a very, very long journey. Yeah, but where do you come from? Can also explain where did they come from? Oh yeah, we came from Pluto. Before the chance that created us died out, they sent us on a meaningless expedition without so much of us as a single life form aboard us. Our very universe was on the brink of death. So our flagship Chaos exhausted 97% of their resources to send us to your universe. When we arrived, we found this universe to be brimming with life. But we were still unable to locate the planet that met the landing condition with which we had been programmed. We spent thousands upon thousands of years looking until there were only a scant few of us left, unable to maintain or convoy most of our functions, ended up weaving away and fusing together. Then just as we had come to terms with our Our fated accepted that their journey was about to end with our goals and accomplished. We discovered this planet. It was a miracle, a planet that met 78% of our landing conditions. We quickly made an emergency crash landing on this planet's surface, and the rest you know. You humans gave us names, even me. In our fleet, the only ship with a name was our flagship, Chaos, and the Chaos never landed on this planet. After the first Machia, I became our fleet flagship in Chaos Place. Once we were only functions. The humans gave us names, believed us to have personalities, and worship us as precious beings. We were uncertain on how to respond. The names, the personalities, the worship. None of it was important or even useful for voyaging. And yet here we are. You were delighted, so you decided to accept the faith people put in you. Yes, we were delighted. It was the first time we had ever known joy. Joy is a function we neither anticipated nor needed. But we also could not bring ourselves to abandon it. In the end, we all agreed to operate from the point of not as function but as gods. I was the only one who understood that putting down roots on this planet would mean turning our back to our original directive. It was not to ensure the people of other celestial bodies flourish, but to revive our home planet. As you so you decide to conduct yourself as though you were a god, or rather, you changed your own programming. And you did so in order to protect the people of Earth, of Olympus, to matter what it may cost. That meant ruling over not just the people of Earth, but the 12 Olympia as well. We encroached on the other godships. Rollers had overstepped your bounds and did so knowingly. And by integrity, all functions within yourself, you became an all-powerful god. Why? It was the only way to resolve an otherwise insurmountable problem. 14,000 years ago, a calamity made its way to this planet. In proper human history, she still made a contract with V right as she died. Otherwise, she wouldn't be summoned Lostbelt or not. Oh. I knew that something like the White Titan Sephir, a planetary envoy and destroyer of civilization, existed somewhere in this universe. But I never expected it to make its way to this planet. Sephir was an invasive weapon, a being capable of destroying entire civilizations whose threat only grew greater to make time pass. There was no time to discuss what to do with the other godships, so I took control of the other 12 Olympia's functions, became a single godship, and drove off Sephir. Thanks to that, Olympus was saved, but the other godships all came to hate me. And who can blame them? I stole their function, knowing it would lead them to ostracize me. While all the other godships had the same integration ability, I was the only one who chose to use it. I was the only one who overstepped my bounds. I was the only ship who went mad. Wrong, Zeus. In that moment, as far as these world people were concerned, you were the only true god. Well, my story is just like yours, Zeus. I was changed. I was changed in a way I never would have experienced if I'd stayed solely within the bounds of my assignment destiny. All of a sudden I had motivation I had never been expected to have, and a goal far beyond my reach. All these excesses drastically disrupted what my life was originally supposed to be. Even so, I decided to dedicate the rest of my life to that so-called excess. Ever since it has been my guiding principles, the most important thing in my life. I understand this. All you did was decide to leave your past self behind in order to save those who gave you meaning. Well, he's getting emotional. I'm hearing a lot of commotion on the surface. It seems Chaldea has made their way here to rescue my queen. How's the tree of Impetus fairly, Modine? I don't know much about the whole Sephir lore, if I'll be honest. Yeah, me neither. All this lore of the Age of Gods to me is really confusing. I mostly just accept, you know. I wonder if in Nasuverse there is an explanation where the god machines come from. Like, oh yeah, we come from a place, an intelligence that died. Yeah, but where? Maybe there's not a where. It won't be long until it is ready. Once it is, the only remaining step will be to have one of us use it. If you like to use it now, I would always deal with Chaldea myself. Oh, no, if you are here to save Europa, no, if they are here to save Europa, then I should be the one to greet them. Oh, I will save the Tree of Emptiness for after I have both eliminated Chaldea and defeated you. Wait, this sounds ideal, but are you sure that's what you want to? And it is the only way I can repay you. I'm going to erase this terminal now. It will be the last self of mine I ever make for conversing with a human. Thank you, Kristar. You gave me something I never had. What? Something I could never have hoped for once I become all-powerful and become my rule of Olympus. I never have a chance to share my burden with either Hades or Poseidon, but I did with you. Farewell, your great farewell friend. Damn! So we're fighting him now? And farewell to you, King of Gods. I hold you at a higher respect. Are we actually fighting him now? Isn't it too soon? Okay, I guess we're fighting some soldiers first. I think it's too soon. I don't know if we're ready. I don't see any civilization in our vicinity. Check your magical energy signal now. Multiple magical energy signal detected. Hostile closing in from all directions. I expect we're in for a string of fights, Master. Understood, Seti. The Originax to stand by the continuous operation mode. To make sure the Stimphalitis is ready to go at any time. We can start flying as soon as we find an opening. I think we gotta create an opening. I think the next chapter will be fighting Zeus. Oh crap. Here they come. The chapter is called I'm the Thunder That Smites the Stars. That should be your first clue sheet. I didn't read the title. I was surprised to see such great phantasmal sent out to do battles in the middle of the city. But I suppose the Greek gods should never do anything by half measures. Oh, you're talking. I love killing big nasties. Hey, I love killing big nasties. That's what she said, or that's what he said. Come on, those of you with a death wish. No, scratch that. Those of you who want to die by my spear, come at me. Wow, nice. Now I feel silly for ever thinking you might be bored. It's great having you on our side, Cadus. You know, now that we've coming up on the final battle, I think I'll get dressed up for the occasion. What? Oh, her final ascension. What's this outfit? Isn't it going to get in the way of fighting? You don't want it to get ripped in a battle, do you? Oh, you really think I'd save my best outfit for my final victory homecoming? I'm Lady Musashi. Oh? Gotta look my best while I'm at my best. Alright, did you keep mechanical gods? Get a load of this. Oh, you two phantasmals. Is a heroic spirit I might not be on the same level as a great hero Heracles when he kicked your ass long ago. But as a soul inscribed in humanity, I'm still as strong as 1,000 soldiers in my own right. So I'm coming here, steal phantasmals from the age of gods, and I will lay you all the rest in no time. Oh, rawr. But do you like those big nasties? Well, depends on which nasties we're talking about. Some bouncing ones, A. There's always conversations to be made. Come on, let's do this thing. So yeah, we're still fighting the big nasties first. Come on, give me a Tamamo with bond. Any bond, I got any bond. Now Spore Lover should show up on my list. When I wanted QP, I wanted nothing with his Tamamo, but now it's okay. Where is your Tamamo, Spore Lover? Jesus. Where are the bonds? There's one of QP. Now I don't want QP. There's one of Anastasis? See, why? Why are those C's and why 111? Disgusting. Mon, disgusting. Tuh. Work on those skills. Like seriously, what happened to the Tamamos? Always a George is showing up. No good. Oh, finally, from Spoilover even. Okay, let's go. Give me a second. Did you log in? Did you actually log in? Because your Tamamo just showed up. You know what? I'm going to leave. Hey, good night then. Brilliant Hill 2.3. What? You did someone bonk you? You were bonked, Brilliant Hill? I wonder if you were bonked actually. The bonk was strong. I think it will be enough to just buff her. Thank you for that, Spore Lover. Thank you for that. Because where are the Tamamos with bonds? See, Jesus. What happened to them? There's this first safety net. Let's go. See? Should my long business strategy work? As ignore certain failure, yeah. Today I'll ignore those. Today I'll ignore those. But whenever I need a QP, I'll always remember your failure. Large scale annihilator. It's the annihilator. Does anyone know the reference? Alright, I'm off to bed. Work in the morning. Good night, Squid. Have a good night of sleep. Take your time. It's the annihilator. There you go. Easy. So did it work? Oh, Canuck's here. Good, no one's here. You are here. When I was off meeting Zeus. Since they are about to show up to save Europa, the alter egos are sure to be keeping their eyes on them. Everything's coming together just as I planned. Don't worry about anything else now, Canuck. What are you doing, Canuck? If there's even gonna be a chance to sift through the data, this is it. You won't get another. I thought they just left their whole plan lying around, but that's okay. I'll settle for anything they don't want me to see, even if it's just meaningless log. I think that might provide a clue to that foreign god's true identity. Oh. That's what Kalak wants in the end. There's a terminal zone. Okay, well, don't mind me. I'm just gonna take a little peek at your files here. Without a password? I'm telling you, Woodheim leaves a computer on without a freaking password. Woodheim, your secret stash is going to be found, my dude. Your secret stash, my dude. By the way, what is the preference of? Okay, never mind. I'll not go there because I feel like I'll be enticing the wrong behavior in the chat again, and it'll be all my fault again. Your password protected. Okay, it's password protected. Figures. I don't have time to try to hack my way in. But let's see if I can guess your password. Cryptor. Okay, this is dumb. This is just dumb. Just my luck. Of course. Who would? Oh wait. Imagine password Cryptor. Oh my God, Nasu. Come on. He can't be this dumb. Seriously? Yeah, his birthday. Yeah, put his birthday. Here you go. 7 characters, 7 cryptors. What if? Oh, the 7 initials. Yeah, Kadok, Kristania, Ophelia. I don't remember all the names, I guess. David. Okay. Yeah, all the initials. All the first letters of their name. No go, huh? Wait, maybe he used Peperoncino instead of Scandinavia. Oh, you don't know that, Kadok. You don't know that. You don't know his real name. Seriously, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. No time for that kind of crap now. I'm sick of being the bystander and all that. He don't know Peperoncino's real name. Oh, it's Acta. Okay, Acta. S should be. Oh yeah, as from Scandinavia. Yeah. Oh, Barrow. Yes, of course. Acta and Barrow. I forgot those 2 names. But he doesn't know real name of Peperoncino. Oh. I guess he got it right then. The idea of the password, I mean. Well, what he got here? A regularly scheduled report from Ophelia. Based on the date, this would have been when Caldea had captured me. Weird. What is this? The only file saved by itself. Sorry about this, Ophelia. I'm contacting you in regards of the relationship between the Lostbelt and the Tree of Emptiness. Qualified terms are defining Lostbelt as an extension of the purely theoretical phenomenon, an alternative history that could never exist on Earth as part of proper human history. And the Trees of Emptiness are the anchors holding these lost histories in place. This is witnessed by the fact that Tree of Emptiness and their respective lost belts are so closely tied together. On the observation data we have for the lost belts further substantial of this connection, leaving no room for doubt. As proof, we can look at the Russian lost belt which is disappearing as I speak now. That this Tree of Emptiness has been cut down. The timeline definitely lines up. So the original Lostbelt disappearing is what definitely proved the connection between Lostbelts and their Tree of Emptiness. Yeah, that sounds right. However, the original Lostbelt disappears only proves one particular trait about the Tree of Emptiness. There is still one major mystery remaining about Lostbelts. How did they fill in the gaps between when they were pruned from human history until they were replanted in the present day? That mystery is what I'm reporting in on today. The other day I heard something from the king of the Scandinavian Lostbelt, Skahak, that points to one possible answer. She clearly remembers the events of the past few thousand years, and thus so as thought as though it were perfectly natural. What's more, she did so even while understanding that Lostbelts, including her own, were cut off from proper human history because their continued existence was deemed extraneous. This means she is fully aware that nothing could have happened during the several thousand years between when Ragnarok took place and the present day, and yet she and her Lostbelt all exist as through those several thousand years of lost history had actually did take place. Quite a contradiction. Yeah, Scotty say she was aware of both. Of course, while we can't make any definitive statements based on one king's single passing remark, I do feel confident enough to propose an hypothesis. I suspect that the blank period between when the Lostbelt was pruned and when it was replanted in the present day may have already taken place inside each Tree of Emptiness. Oh! In Russia, that period would have been about 500 years. In Scandinavia, it would have been about 3,000 years. In China, it would be about 2,200, and so on and so forth. To further expound on my hypothesis, I expect that the Tree of Emptiness take the point at which the Lostbelt history is pruned, and then simulate that what would happen if that history had continued on from that point. Oh, by doing so, the tree effectively proves that history exists, and the result is projected on the planet itself. So inside the Tree of Emptiness, there's a simulation of already of the beginning and the end, but still that's confusing. If my hypothesis is correct, it would mean the trees are essentially creating history, not rewriting it. True. Not even a demiurge class divine spirit that once ruled the entire planet could wield this kind of authority on Earth in the present day. Would I mean, Lord Krishtar would I? Just what is the foreign god anyway? Capable of creating worlds. A foreign god's a higher existence than the gods itself, of course. Maybe the foreign god is part of the civilization that created the godships. Have I ever wondered if they just watered, If they just watered and give compost to the tree when it's still little? Bruh, I don't even. They're just you and me. None of us cryptors know what's the foreign god looks like, and we know it. There's something that resurrected us from our coffins in exchange for making us raise Lostbelts. Except when I'm the only one of us who heard directly what foreign god's goal is. It's a stack file over here by itself. Looks like some kind of note. Gotta say, when I'm between this and the easily guessable password, you're getting sloppy. Hang on, is this really a plain text file? What is this? On the Tree of Emptiness and the bleach the earth phenomenon, with the exception of the first cryptors and the alter egos. The Tree of Emptiness are the only method that the foreign god has employed to tamper with earth. We therefore interpreted this phenomenon as signifying that it was the Tree of Emptiness that wiped the earth clean when they descended to the ground. However, after reviewing and reanalyzing the data taken from Earth's surfaces, I'm no longer so sure. To come straight to the point, we may have been mistaken. The Tree of Emptiness only appeared after Earth has been bleached. Okay, so another event made the Earth go bleach. Not the trees itself. I don't know which of the cryptos will end up viewing this file, but whoever it is, I hope they find it useful. You're telling me the Tree of Emptiness only came down to Earth after it had been wiped clean? But that doesn't make any sense. I thought for sure it was the Tree of Emptiness that wiped out Earth and humanity. So that means even if we kill all the trees, even if we end all the trees, the Earth will still continue bleached. Nice save, guys. Nice save, right? Nice save, am I right or right? Wait, the foreign gods wants to get rid of humanity? They wouldn't bother making Lostbelt in the first place. If anything, it seems to me like the whole reason they wanted to see a bunch of different possible human histories because they don't know anything about us. But then why? Maybe the bleaching wasn't to wipe out humanity, but to make an environment they could set foot in. Oh, okay. Maybe they only got rid of humanity because they had no other choice. Maybe a world covered in pure white brand new textures is the only kind of world the foreign god can visit. But then, if that were the case, the Lostbelt would only get in the way. So what are they in the Tree of Emptiness for? And they're just getting around circles. There's still some crucial pieces of information missing. You gotta figure out the name. You gotta figure out the password. There's too many files in it. On this terminal to find the data I need. And why are these folders scattered all over the place? Is it some kind of anti-hacking measure or something? I was hoping I wouldn't have to touch the big files, but at this rate I have to make a copy of everything. Do you have a computer to check it later? By the way, the foreign god. There's no question that they're an aggressor and that they can coexist with history. As for a whole god thing, it's way more than likely they're a new kind of life form we know nothing about. And God is just the best word we have for it. So why make the Lostbelts? Why use that at all? Is it because they still don't know much about Earth? That can't be it. We're talking about them being capable of wiping the whole planet clean in a second. Yeah, that doesn't mean the foreign gods knows everything. Come on, kind of think. There's no way the foreign god doesn't know the first thing about the Earth or humanity. They must know their homework, or they wouldn't have known to attack us a day before making any other moves. So from that you can tell the foreign god is really, really cautious, which is why they're so careful about keeping their identity a secret. This is omnipotent and omniscient. So he doesn't bother to hide who he is. He's also had no problem crushing any form of descent himself. Oh, so Kadok is thinking foreign god is not that of a god. Oh, okay. Foreign god's not on the level yet. Leviat, which is why they're so careful about any information pertaining to them. That's it. The foreign god got one major fatal flaw: they don't have a physical body yet. If they did, even if it was just a divine spirit or a terminal, they wouldn't have to rely on anyone else. That's why they enlisted the alter egos and us cryptors to be their hands in this world. Rasputin in limbo, Miramasa. Why would a foreign being use heroic spirits from Earth? They might have dressed the alter ego disciples up a little, but they're still figures taken from our history. Hang on, what if foreign god can only make use of things on Earth? Huh. Doesn't it sound like a race shift? Like the foreign god quote unquote race shifted here on Earth and can use only resources from Earth, just like Master can only use resources from the singularity? That's interesting. No, it's not even that. They can only use things from the past, things that used to be on Earth. At some point, the foreign god plans on descending to Earth. At least that's what they told Woodine. And once the tree of evidence is fully grown, it will become the foreign god's body. So, what happens after that? Huh. And if you work in elementary school? That's such a weird question. Maybe when the foreign god descends and incarnates on Earth, they're going to base their body on the data about Earth's we've all been collecting for them. Yeah, that's not a bad theory. A foreign god absolutely has a absolutely? Yeah, a foreign god absolutely has to have local life forms. Then they must be for output. No, wait, for reference. And from there, as long as the foreign god can guide the local life forms successfully, bye bye. However perceived, I see. Uh-oh. It would seem that given enough time, humans will indeed cease to be mindless reads and start reaching conclusions on their own. Of course. Does quit count as working with them? Oh. I can legally grow one plant. What? Ah, you mean one plant of marijuana? Interesting. I used to laugh at the idea that a few cryptids putting their heads together could ever arrive at the truth. But now that I see how close you've come to figuring out the foreign god's true nature, it's clear I underestimated you, Lord Kanak. Oh? Uh-oh. An alter ego. He got caught. What the fuck? Indeed it is, Limbo. Oh crap. This simply won't do, Lord Kanak. No, it simply won't do at all. If you're going to go snooping around like a spy, you must be more prepared for the possible consequences. Don't you agree? Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, I see. I suppose you were prepared after all. Well, I do beg your pardon. I didn't realize that flimsy little shield around your body was meant to provide meaningful protection. Oh well. I'm terribly sorry. It seems I gone and punctuated your little spell. And this won't be quite fatal. I'm afraid this is as far as you go. Much as I hope to see you again one day, that seems rather unlikely now, ALS. You alter ego. Oh. So tell me, have you shared this path theory of yours with any of the other cryptors? For example, should I assume Krishtar Woodime has reached the same conclusion as you have? Ah, but no, he hasn't. He'd never permit himself to do such a thing. He's very smart after all, so he knows he'll be disposed of if he should arrive at the truth. That's why he keeps his thoughts strictly as raw data rather than mulling them over and drawing conclusions. No wonder the foreign god chose him for their executor. I see. Kadok was the one that got the closest. I'm going to stay far away from the discussion. And Squid, you can't sleep, huh? This wouldn't happen if Kadok had used Surfsharp VPN with Shin-Iti animations code for sure. Kadok would be protected. Actually, yeah, Kadok would be protected if Krishtarya had installed Surfshark VPN. Oh well, if Kadok didn't find it, he would be okay. But I guess spoiler alert, we know he's okay. But still, yeah, we know he's okay because of Chadok. Chadok is coming back. Oh my, I do apologize. I completely forgot about the paint colors I still had embedded in my nails. No wonder you can answer my questions then. How careless of me. Ay. Well done, pitiful crypto without a Lostbelt. It would seem this is a goodbye. Damn, how Chadok survives this? And then the last battle. This is more minions, right? I'm assuming this is more minions. Where's V when you need her the most, huh? Don't cry for him. After all the Enchant dodges he was forced to read, he was already dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll not even. You know, Squid, I'll not even. Don't worry, Shin. His gym bros helped him. His gym bros. The gym bros helped him. How? I wonder how this works. The gym bros were there ready to save him. V's a dude. Oh. Another dude in Anastasia's life, huh? I see how it is. I see how it is, my boy. My boy. Yeah, boy. Can I think Ilya is not far-fetched considering what he's done to Kadok? Wow. FGO is so boring right now. Oh, come on, it's not. Well, I think it's interesting. Of course, there were other singularities that I prefer, but I still think this is interesting. I mean, Jodor literally used hate to crawl her way up out of non-existence. Kinda gonna borrow some of that energy. That's true. But I mean, Jodor didn't do that by herself. It was mostly the wish of Saber Gilderay. It was mostly his wish, right? Okay, this was fast. Chapter 19. I am the thunder that's my stars. Part 2. Rather a lot of noise down below. It says Chaldea et al. It seems Chaldea et al. Have come to save the Queen after all. Even so, I doubt this is a matter of mercy or affection. They are still too set on cutting down the tree of emptiness. I'm sure this is just something of a pit stop along their way to the tree, don't you agree? Kadok Zemlopus? And there he is. Yeah, you're probably right. I wouldn't try to talk if I were you. If I want that. So if you don't want him to talk, why are you asking things here? Asking things to him. If you want that deep, anything you say may end up being your last words. Well, I suppose it was I who asked the question, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, you dumb shit. It's fine, don't worry about it. At least I managed to close the wound. Oh, you did? Amazing. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Then from here on, I suppose it's all just comes down to how lucky you are. Good one. Aren't you going to kill me? Hey. No, I'm not. Oh. As well as servant summoned by the foreign god, I have indeed been ordered to supervise the cryptors. But my orders were really only applied to one singular cryptor, Kirstaria. Oh, okay. So regardless of what ideas you consider, or what sort of antics you get up to, you'll never be eligible for purging. Now you're telling me. If I'd known that sooner, I wouldn't have snuck around so much. Hey, that thing you said earlier about Chaldea. You say they're working with the samurai woman now, right? Ah, you mean Miyamoto Musashi. I'm told she is highly abnormal, even for a heroic spirit. She was probably pretty abnormal as a human too. The only kind of people who'd save someone from being executed just to let them die another way. That another way have to be either crazy or samurai. Maybe she's rubbing off on them. You know, Rasputin, they say that samurai don't fight or die for gods. Instead, they risk their lives for duty and loyal and stuff like that. Yeah, since I heard. It might be derived from Confucianism or something, but still. A samurai, huh? It doesn't quite sound right. I don't know what that means. Probably is a philosophical thought. From everything I've heard from her, Miyamoto Musashi is about the furthest thing from a samurai. In fact, if anyone's rubbing off on anyone, I would guess it's Chaldea rubbing off on Musashi. That's all. Honestly, I don't really know what you're talking about. All I know is the way things are going, this place is gonna see some serious action. So what are you gonna do, Rasputin? Me, I'm just lay down. So Mr. finally gave out, Kadak. I'm not surprised given how much blood you lost. I'm impressed you were able to walk this far after a limbo tore that hole in you. It seems I misjudged your mental fortitude. That pain alone from the wounds he inflicted is enough to drive lesser people to madness and then death. How tragically touching. Perhaps this is your cryptor pride at work? Your determination to not let Kirstaria would die alone bear the world's burden? How very boyish of you. Almost rebellious in your self-deprecation. Now then, while I do have to be present for the upcoming birth, I should have come time to spare before that birth? Upcoming birth? So I suppose now is a good time as any to fulfill the promise I made to the Grand Duchess. Birth? Upcoming birth? This is the first time this is mentioned, right? Upcoming birth? What the hell is he talking about? And Burroughs here. Of course he was. Hey, there you are, Konyaskaya. I've been looking everywhere for wood. Is it a bad time? I've never seen you in such a full mouth before. What's wrong? The mouse you were chasing ended up biting your prize tail or something? Well, I'm amazed you can be so drawn to such an obvious grief-stricken woman. You should reconsider your handsome playboy act, Lord Barrow. I'm really not in the mood for jokes right now. Good, that works out nicely. I enjoy a nice round of banter as much as the next guy, but There's a time and a place for that kind of thing. See, I don't know if you heard of fireworks outside, but now that they started, it's pretty clean. It's pretty clear that Lostbelt is gonna last much longer. Whenever Lord Zeus crushes Chaldea or Chaldea ends up crushing Lord Zeus, the winner are inevitably gonna end up fighting over the Tree of Emptiness. In which case, it's only right I start. In that case, it's only right I start getting serious myself, don't you think? After all, you can't survive in this world if you don't stay on your toes, and I'm sure as shit not getting myself killed like Kadok did. Kadok's dead? Who killed him? Come on, you gotta ask. Limo, obviously. Why he is reporting as Kadok is dead? Guess he just couldn't shake his urge to rebel against Krishtarya. Too bad he got taken out like a chump. What Barrow's doing? Of course, if he's resigning himself to actually being a chump, I just killed him myself. What is going on, guys? Why everyone is saying some shady stuff? They were always openly shady, but now they are being shady. Anyway, Kadok was on his way out on the moment he come back from Russia with his tail between his legs. Poor guy. You hate to see it. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Barrel wove an impurity. You might have the others fooled, but not me. You're a natural born killer. You haven't done any enemies or allies. You're just a mad dog, always hungry for his next kill. Judgmental much? I don't even know about me anyway. You kill people you find boring. You kill people who deserves to die. And you kill people whose death would be tragic. That's what get you off. Oh, and I have no interest in dealing with a brute like that. They make for terrible clientele. I'm not going to bother asking what sort of prey you're going for, so I suggest you relax and enjoy your time in this palace until it all falls to pieces. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to say my final goodbyes to Father Rasputin before... don't be like that, Konyaskaya. Besides, I really think you're gonna wanna hear what I have to say. Right. You're looking for monsters that were never part of proper human history, right? Well, I can lead you to one that's really something. Oh, of course you can. Of course he can. Because there are monsters that he can... They're so hard to deal with that he ran away, right? Shady. When being shady is not enough. Shut up, spoiler. Like say, a creature that managed to fend off the Earth's bleaching and still lives on today in the void path that scratched on the inner sea of the planet. One that goes by the name Dragon of Albion. Oh. So he was talking about her since here. Dragon of Albion. It's a reference to Melusine, right? Big Chungus. I don't think he's talking about Big Chungus. Not yet, at least. What did you just say? Now we're talking. I thought that might get your attention, bitch. I know you were just as much of a sicko as I am. Honestly, this talk about establishing a perfect age of gods is a little too big for my britches. So I thought I'd cut you in on something a little bit more life-size. Don't worry, I'm not gonna call you a cowardly fox or anything. I know that you really are, after all. Ay. So here's my proposal, Konyaskaya. I'll find you something you really like. If in exchange, you got me out of this Lostbelt. Oh, she's actually considering. Wait a minute. We're still doing this kind of battles. We're still on the outer. What is the name of the place? Outer town. Yeah, we're still at outer town, trying to buy time for our airplane. Come on, come on! We could do better than this. Black Baron. Let's go. Lostbelt 6 is the whole reason I roll how in case I don't get Abby. Lostbelt 6? What, Big Chungus? Like, honestly, 99% of the players will need the blue cubes. And seriously, you shouldn't feel ashamed of using those, because goddamn, it's too annoying. It's not worth the headache. Seriously. Sorry about that. Sorry about that 2 times. It's not worth the annoyance. Me taller than arrow. Okay, how much refund do we get here? Like 30 something? No, she have my pride. I never use blue cubes. Never? Okay. Good luck. Because boy oh boy, I think I only saw whales not spending cubes. Like, when I say whales, I say NP5 whales. Of course, I didn't see many Big Chungus clear, but many of those use at least 1 cube. I'm pretty sure. Free to play, if you're free to play, I think every career of free to play I saw used cubes. Like, Big Chungus is that level of a threat. The thing is, even if you deal with everything he does, his poison, his curse attack, that's not actually a curse attack, is the thing that bypass even that, is too insane. Hanako Green did a clear without cubes? The best clear I saw from him was spending cubes. He spent one cube, I'm pretty sure. Because I think the first clear he did, I think he used 2 cubes? I mean, most people were using 2 cubes, but then he cleared using only 1 cube. And that was already insane, in my opinion. What is his name? Lostbelt 6. Kernunos. Kernunos. There's only 1 clear in his channel, right? Oh yeah, and he uses command seal. At least in this one he's using command seal as well. Let's see Mist. I'm pretty sure Mist used cube, didn't he? Right at the end, when Kerno's curse starts stacking, it's really hard. I won't say it's impossible, it's just goddamn hard. Yeah, let me at least give an order here. Did Mist not use... Maybe Mist didn't use cubes. But I mean, Mist is one of the biggest whales in the community right now, so that's not a good parameter. Didn't he use any command skills or cubes? What? I know JP dude who defeated Kernos with all 1 to 3 stars and none of them were grailed. Really? Okay. And didn't use command skills and cubes. That's amazing. Also know a dude that's soloed Kernos with Enkidu. Nice. I would assume it's an MP5 Kernos. But that's quite interesting. This is free to play. What the hell he has? Okay, this doesn't sound like a free to play at all. Because he has some good sermons here. Okay, it might be free to play. He has Castoria though. He has Castoria. He has, I forgot the name of the Lishuen, old Lishuen, and Enkidu. He has a freaking... That's C for Enkidu even. I don't know, sound sus. With Old Man, I think. Yeah, I'm seeing the Mist's setup is Old Man and Enkidu. Our account has 200 servants and 30k dropped into account building account. FGO saved me. What? 30k dropped? 30k dollars? Oh crap. What is good rider as Tofa team? What? Crap. Musashi took a beating, huh? Come on, Musashi, survive. You can do this, Musashi. Sure hit. Oh, survived. But that doesn't mean too much, does it? Yeah, we can use the healing, of course. Okay. A crit. Okay, now everyone focus on Musashi. Good. Okay. But okay, we still can do this. Heck, I'll even try doing it without meta supports. No, sure. We can all try. I just got impatient. Not even the thing about being possible. It will require insane RNG. I'll just say this: if you're willing to spend that much AP to find the right RNG, that's okay. Because I think it will rely a lot on RNG as well. Not only the right team. Hanako Green, I just saw that he chose the pen skill that gave extra attack for Ku. The same thing I thought as well. The extra attack being the best one to solo characters. Like I always say that the NP is the best in general, but the extra attack is better for solos. Okay. Hey folks, night stay. Thank you for shutting up. Is it lagging? Don't tell me it's lagging, please. And I'm not sleeping. Don't tell me sleeping when I'm not. No. No. Okay. Anyone live in off-grid home? Off-grid. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Oh, okay. This kind of home, huh? Does it, anyone? GG's. GG's. It'll take a lot of figuring out the servants, the CCs, etc. But honestly, that's when the game is fun to me. 3 turns are cheesy is boring. Well, I don't think it's boring, but I think if I did all my speculations on stream, it will be too annoying. That would be annoying. I get bored with battles lately because I figure the most challenge quests and boss, like when I figure the boss, the challenge quest, I can't do it with Matahari being the center of the team. I get bored. This make me bored, you know. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll just do 3 turns, use command seals. I don't even care. When there is a possibility to make something interesting with Matahari, that's make me interested. But most challenge quests are designed to make servants like Matahari not even have a chance, you know. Because her Noble Phantasm sucks, I know, but still. That make me bored. Like, whatever. I don't even care. Let's just over buff and use command seals, use the cubes, and just go. Olympic Guard have joined the fray, and there are more hostile entities incoming. Still, they are not the only forces to be reckoned with. That ought to be take care of all the ones from the north, Adele and Macarius. Connecting the remaining of Prometheus the fastest transmission network now. Linking space and transmitting matter. Prepare for instantaneous expansion. Well, I too enjoy doing both, to be honest. I like me some big damage and much as doing a challenge. No, it's not really about doing damage or anything like this, you know. Like for example, there are some challenge quests that I can do solo with Matahari or a Matahari setup. Those are fun. I enjoy going around those kind of things, you know. But lately most bosses and challenge quests are designed so servants like Matahari can't do anything besides casting a skill and die, you know. And that's not interesting to me. Or like, oh yeah, I can make this work with Matahari, Merlin, and Mesh, and keep stalling until the exhaustion. I mean, sometimes this is fun, but most of the times I'm like, yeah, I wish I could do something more interesting. That's why sometimes I get bored of those. That's why three turns for me is not even boring anymore. Because if I'm trying to do 3 turns outside of farming perspective, it's because I'm already disappointed, you know. Because I already in this quest I can't do anything but highly related. Whatever, who cares? Let's do whatever just to clear it. And let's get the ship to the Great Orbital Zone. Prepares Stifalites for flight. Fulfilling beam sail. Losing satellites. Artificial gravity system are green. Igniting reactor. Firing up the engine. All flights preparation complete. Macarius. Let's go. Stifalites Blackwing. Finishing that. I do try to do it with my King Hassan as well. Yeah, I mean, if you can, like, for example, if you can do some solos with King Hassan, it's way more interesting, right? Than do something like, oh yeah, King Hassan needs double Merlin to be able to do it. Like, oh, okay. Not only double Merlin, but oh yeah, King Hassan is there just to erase the first bar, and then he will always die. For example, if there was some challenge quest like this, you know, it's going to just get boring. QSH is not the best solo unit, that chat. I guess he is. The moment he can solo Avenger bosses, Avenger challenge quests, I think he kind of is. And Kid is a close second, but I think QSH might be the best one. And when we say he's the best one, is because he covers most of the challenge quests options. Of all the challenge quests that exists, in my opinion, challenge quests and bosses, QSH, I think he covers the most ground. More than Enkidu, more than Cool Alter. I mean, I don't think Galate is that high. Galate is pretty good as solo unit, but I don't think she's one of the best. Which all servant is good solo? Cool Lancer needs to be Grail, I guess, to be one of the best ones. I just mean we ought to reach the Great Arthur Shrine in well under a minute, and we'll still have over an hour still new. We're going to make it, Master. Wait, something coming at us from the ground. Oh crap! Something don't want us to get there. No, scratch that. It's more like 10, 20 something. Maybe they just keep multiplying. Shit, there's a bunch of autonomous weapons and Olympus soldiers using flight spells to catch up to us. Oh crap! Air battle. QSH needs two big requirements. One, he needs the enemy to have a high hit count. Two, he relies on crit RNG a lot. Not really. I mean, the high hit count, I give you that, but not necessarily he needs. I mean, it only goes smoother. If you manage to crit pretty well, you will get your refund pretty fast, no matter what. You don't need to throw your number phantasm every turn, you know. It's just recommended, but you don't need it every turn. But Enkidu, Fujino is pretty good, but she's even more limited to class than Enkidu, in my opinion. Enkidu still can. He's really one of the best choices for neutral damage, and you can even pull out some solos with him versus sabers. That's why Enkidu is good. But Fujino, I don't think Fujino can solo Lancers. I don't know. I think it's quite questionable. But if you use a QSH with, maybe with that. I forgot the something Triphos. The one from the event of Apocrypha. That 15% crit, 15% NP gain, and drop 4 stars. Or you can use the C that drop 8 to 10 stars. The 2030. Like Limit Break or not. Because this is the only issue. He can produce that much stars by himself. But his star production is not bad, it's just not the best one. Too bad there's no dedicated channel to any kid or Fujino. You'd be surprised at how insane they are. Actually, I guess you're kind of misunderstanding the thing. There are many solos of those two. Many solos of those two. That's why I know there are really high limitations. Like, Enkidu and Fujino there are more solos of those two than QSH. Because QSH is really overpowered. It's way easier to do with QSH than Enkidu and Fujino. I'm pretty sure Enkidu sometimes require the C from the Halloween that gives 75% heal up. And this C is not that many people that has it. I guess there is a chance to get on the JP right now, right? I think that event gave it? No, I forgot. Anyway, let's go back to the story. So they're lining themselves up nice and neat for us, huh? That's working perfectly. I'm gonna blow them away and once to get them back to all as low as now. Hey twins, heads up. I'm taking over the airship. What? I can tell from this thing said that it's chock full of Athena and Hephaestus Chronomia. So now I'm gonna use them all the way up. What? Use the ship? That's fine. If you don't let us shake off these pursuers, then please be my guest. Hell yeah. Alright, here it goes. Poseidon Maelstrom. She hates when people mention Poseidon, but her normal fantasy is Poseidon. Those solos really off Anastasia. Yeah. Anastasia that's the thing. Anastasia has more or less the same issue with Matahari, which makes me annoyed. If there is a situation where Anastasia can solo, probably many other servants can do better. Just as much as if there is a situation where Matahari can solo, pretty sure many other servants could do better. Even Kojiro could better. I hate to admit it, but that's how it is. He's up there, but not the best. There is no better solo really. Most depends on the fight. But MSH, what I'm saying is, if you get all the bosses of the game and all the challenge quests of the game, I think QSH is the sole one that covers the most ground. I'm pretty sure. No doubt, QSH covers the most better than the other servants. That is, I would say, no doubt. Especially because Avenger enemies is so rare. Like, really rare. And Enkidu can't solo all Saber challenge quests and bosses. Can solo some, not all. Same problem goes to Fujino. That she can't cover all Lancer enemies. Some Lancer enemies, which make she amazing, but the moment the challenge quest gets a little bit harder, I don't think she can do that well. There's our goal. All pursuits have vanished. That was easy. Why do you sound so shocked? I thought I was going to take at least two or three shots. Well then, I guess when I set out to do something, I don't screw around. She is overpowered. I knew I was in great condition. Come on, let's keep this up all the way to Zeus domain. I would agree with you that Q covers more ground, because if he did more damage. If he did more damage, I would agree with you. That's why if you're talking about a level 100 Grail, I still wouldn't put Ku as the most one, you know. Yeah, I don't know if I agree if Ku covers the most. But if you're at a level 100, it might be debatable. Actually, might be debatable. kinda is debatable. Urk solo. Yeah. Actually, I don't agree that Urk is the best solo. I think he relies a lot on RNG and depends on the pattern. He's the best last man standing, but a solo unit, I don't know. I have my doubts. Because he lacks damage. That's the thing. It comes to a point that lacks damage. And QSH can produce crits that generates the damage. QSH can't solo every boss. I'm not saying, dude. Why are you not paying attention to what I'm saying? This makes me so sad. Okay, I'll say only one last time. If you get all the bosses and all challenge quests, QSH covers the most ground. I'm not saying QSH solo everyone. I'm not saying QSH can solo every challenge quest, but he covers most options than Enkidu, and I would say even Urk. I would say even Urk, I would say even Urk. Because we're talking about berserkers. I mean, because the first life of Urk, in some cases, needs to last a lot before he starts relying on his guts. But again, 4 to 5 guts is a lot. So he does covers a lot of ground. But if he's fighting someone with, I don't know, a million HP, Hercule will not do anything. QSH can survive, and Kid can survive. I think even Tomoe can survive. But Hercule. I assume both Ku and QSH level 100. That I don't know. That's a different conversation. Though. I appreciate the Sea of God's Fury saving us. It seems it has done so significant cost. Indeed, the aircraft appears to be out of control. Ku level 100 and Urk level 100. This is a different conversation. You can't steer anymore. We're not going to be able to make it to the altar. Is Ku the best solo unit then? If you consider him level 100, still, if nothing else, I'm gonna make damn sure we at least get to the orbital shrine. Ku the best solo unit level 100. Well, it's not nice being aloof while it lasted. Oh no, we're about to crash landing in Grand Orbital Shrine Perimeter Gardens. Oh, but we're there at least. Stay with me, senpai. You too, foe? Foe is going nuts. Every boss ever? Urkwins? Okay, let's try a boss with a million HP that has a class. Or put a foreigner for that matter. With more or less a million HP. Most likely Herc won't survive, he'll lose the first guts in the first turn. Or the second turn because they're the taunters. Although now that I think about it, if I ever 120 my caster Anastasia, she could probably solo more shit by just tanking all the damage. Yeah, I wouldn't glamorize that much level 120 because boy oh boy, there's alter ego hit. God damn, I can't continue today. I need to finish the stream. God damn it, I want to continue. I'll continue tomorrow. Okay, I'll continue the stream tomorrow, guys. What? Well, we are arguing with different parameters in mind, and yes, this level 70 Ku doesn't compare with level 90 QSH. Yeah, but that's what my point was. Was a I always consider standard thing. Using grails is changes a lot the parameters, and I still don't think Herc is the best unit as a solo, because like you were saying that the QSH suffers versus crit enemies, but the thing is, he's a ruler. He has resistance versus most classes. So even if he fights a saber with high crit, he'll survive more than an Urk. Every class will do more damage on Urk. Will explode the first life of Urk, and it's not like he can mass produce guts. He'll run out of guts. If he's fighting someone that has only 200k life, then sure, I guess. But when we talk about millions, I don't know. Ganesha would, I don't know, likely survive most things. I don't know. Ganesha's problem, I think, her Noble Phantasm is an AoE, doesn't do that much damage, kind of relies on luck a lot. Anyway, until tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll continue Lostbelt. Thanks so much for joining. It was really fun. Sorry for my nose and the lag. I guess we can't avoid the lags, can we? But take care. Love you all. Drink water. Let's pitch Bigotry because it's not worth it. And Castor is coming. And farm. By the way, farm the eggs. Farm the eggs. The old immortal heart became the egg. Farm the egg of truth. Farm a lot. I don't know how to use command seal. What? Also, if I ask nicely, will you visit? It's not about being nicely or not. It's about things happening later. It's always a half-yes die, but I can't promise. We'll see. But take care, love y'all. Bye bye. Let's go and farm the goddamn thing. We need those. Bye bye.